Hi, Nicole here with Koa again. We're going to be working on the park it command. Of course, having your animal go to a specific location in your house upon command is something that we all want. It's very convenient. If you open the door and maybe you have a whole bunch of groceries in your hand, you just don't want your dog underfoot, or maybe he's a little too excited when he sees you, want to make sure you can ask Koa to park it, and he will follow through with that command when we ask him to. I have a very small little mat here. I don't want anything really big and fluffy right now. It's a little hot outside, so we're going to use the mat. But of course, Koa, I know he has a big squishy bed somewhere, so have him use that bed as his park it location, or have a designated park it spot for him. Now you can say park it, you can say on your bed, or go to place, whatever you would like to use. Of course, just let us know. We'd be more than happy to continue that in the future. Alright, so the beginning of the command. I don't want to set Koa up for failure. I want to make sure he understands everything completely. We went over this briefly in the class that you and Koa took, so we're going to go over that again today. And we have that park it location here. However, he doesn't really know what it is or why it's there, so I need to instruct him exactly what we're going to be doing with this mat here. And by having a little bit of food with me gives him a little incentive to follow my finger. Now, dogs are really, really good at watching for cues from people, but because Koa hasn't done this before, I kind of need a little bit of motivation for him. Why should he have to get up and move when he's comfortable in a location elsewhere? So, by having my little bit of food here, we'll follow my hand, direct him exactly where he needs to be going, right to this park it area here. I'm going to have him sit, then down, or just down, depending on whichever would be easier for him. He will be waiting. Stay. Right there. It's going to be staying. Be able to walk away from him. He should still be in that park it location, and we should be able to go back and release him from his park it when we tell him, good park it, or on your bed, or place. Okay, so let me wrap my leash up here. Now, depending on the dog and their energy and things like that, you can be quite energetic and excited to ask him to park it. However, if you have a dog that is generally really overly excited all the time, asking him to park it in an excited voice might not be the ideal thing, because that will just increase the level of excitement. So, judge based on Koa, if he's really relaxed, laid down, he's calm, you want him to park it, get a little bit excited to have him park it, because he's calm and relaxed. However, if he is extremely excited, bouncing all over the place, got the wiggle butt going on, you can ask Koa calmly to park it, as we don't want to increase his excitement. Alright, so let me wake him up from his slumber here. Come on, Koa. Good boy. Alright, so we're going to start right now. Good. Alright, so have my treat in my hand here. I want to make sure he smells it, he knows it's there, and I'm going to ask him to park it. Way. Park it. Park it. Yes. Yes. Good, park it. Good, park it, okay? Good. Alright, done in a flash. I don't want to have him wait there for too long. Since we're just starting up this command, I want to make sure that he understands what he's going to be doing and not have to do it for a long period of time. When you're working on newer things with Koa, always remember that the more distractions that are around, the less learning is going to take place. So we really want him to retain as much of this knowledge as possible. So by having in a quieter location, not too much happening around, it's easier for Koa, of course, to concentrate. Just like with people. If you're studying, you don't want a whole bunch of craziness around you. Alright, so let's try it again. Doing fantastic. Sit. Sit. Good. Park it. it. Good, park it, Koa. Go park it. Okay. Good. All right, so slowly increase that time that he's going to be in that park it location. And if you notice, when I asked him to go to his place, his park it place, I'm not saying sit or lay down or anything like that, especially stay. I'm not verbally letting him know what to do, because this is going to be a string of commands. So instead of me confusing him by saying sit down, stay, I'm just going to simply give him those commands and walk away. He responds very well to hand signals. Okay, so when we have him there, have my long leash here, I want to slowly increase distance. I don't want to do it in the very beginning or have him wait for a very long time. We always want to make sure that he has as positive an experience as possible in regards to training. So if I'm not 100% confident that Koa is going to be staying in that location, then I won't try to make him do so. All right, so let's try this again. Go there. Come on, come. Good. You ready? Park it. Good. Good, park it. Good, park it. Good boy. Good, park it. Okay. Good boy. Good. Okay, so when you're at home and you're working on this with him, go to place or park it or what have you, when he gets to his location here, we're going to mark that behavior. We want him to immediately know that this is a spot we want him to go. So mark it by saying yes or good. If you have a clicker, you can use that. Sometimes words are a little more convenient. You don't have a clicker with you all the time. But if you do, you can also use that if you don't want to use words. But definitely make sure that you mark your behaviors. Anything that Koa does that you like and you want to encourage, such as sitting nicely before he leaves an area or something like that, mark it with a yes or a good. And if you don't have treats, use affection. Koa is such an affectionate guy and he loves you guys to death. So he would do anything for you and he would love a pet. So just have him, you should mark the behavior, you should mark the behavior and then reward it with affection, a lot of affection. Get excited that he did complete something, he followed through, or he did something that you liked. Make sure that you get excited, and he knows how excited you are that he did do that. All right, well, I'm going to put this little mat on the side here. He did such a good job with the park it. And of course, repetition is key. We want him to park it from across the room. If you're one room in the house, ask Koa to park it. We want him to beeline it to that area and lay down. So, if you have something positive to associate with that place, because I do know that he's extremely attached to you, and if you have something there for him to do, such as chew on a Kong or some kind of bone or something like that, something treaty and nice, to associate that location with a positive vibe. But it's Nicole here with Koa, and we've been going over park it, on your bed, or go to place, whatever you would like to use. And he did fabulous, and I'm sure he can't wait to see you guys. Bye!